Much love, comrade.
You as well.
Appreciate you.
Take care.
So, our next panel, I do want to give a trigger warning because it is about mental health. And this is a topic that so often gets ignored when it comes to healthcare. And it's actually something that
I'm definitely
um,
banned
would
right
be
here. You're
one
gonna
of the
see right
most
here that
beneficial
my
things
chat
about
cannot be seen.
having
Probably we're about to
national
find out.
Medicare for all is people would actually be able to receive treatment that is so often denied to them. So I'd like to bring in our
You see,
panelists.
I'm shadow banned. I'm shadow banned. Yeah.
So,
Joy,
Doc,
just a quick note: the gentleman, Gregor, and Austin are having a little problems hooking up. As soon as I get them straightened out, I'll bring them right into you.
okay, thank you. So today we have Dr. Valerie McRae, who you may recognize from our DC March in
Famous.
July, and Lorraine, who is incredible, who I
This one
met
might be
on
banned as well.
Twitter. Those things where you just follow each other, you love each other's posts, and then you offered to come on and talk, and I was like, yes, bring it, yes, yes, yes. So thank you so
Not
much for
inclusive.
being here, both of you. Um, Dr. McRae, we can start with you. As someone who works as a doctor in the mental health care field, I know in July you touched on that you see numbers higher than ever before as far as suicide ideation, depression, anxiety. I just read an article about the height of self-harm, things like that. And can you touch on that as a doctor, what you're seeing?
Well, of course, with COVID, we're seeing a spike with COVID because people are pretty isolated and kind of really fearful. So we're seeing a spike in
I'm probably
where you can see it most is
I'm
the
probably
request or the
banned.
request
We'll see if
for
I'm banned already.
medication. So there are more people on anti-anxiety, antidepressant medications than ever before right now. This latest, I don't have the latest statistics that with the situation in the Ukraine, I'm sure it's skyrocketing even more just because, there's that fear of war, and just sort of all of that that's going with it. I know there was a spike with the whole Afghanistan thing with my military guys. When we pulled off out of Afghanistan, there was a spike in their mental health issues among the people that I was seeing. So
Stop it.
between that and there's another layer here
They're
that
not
when
gonna
I'm
acknowledge
not
me ever.
working
They're just
with
gonna quietly
PTSD
delete me.
victims or people in the
It's been
in
like this
the
for 2 years,
military
maybe
or
going on 3.
people in the communities,
What's up,
I
Savage Joy?
also
You're
work
one of
in
the
the
worst ones for
prisons,
this.
which are our new
At least
mental
she
health
goes to meetings.
hospitals actually, and that's the shame of it. So we could
At least
talk
she
about
went to
that a
some
little bit
meetings.
as well.
She knows about the MPP business.
Yeah.
Then she was eating with Brana. It was really ridiculous.
Joy, you're muted.
Can't hear Joy.
You're muted, Joy.
I was saying something really, really interesting too. No, I'm just kidding. Lorraine, I know you have a personal story, and it's totally up to you how in depth you want to go. This is, your show, all of you. So, if you'd like to share a little bit about why the topic of mental health is important to you.
Yeah, well, as far as personally goes,
Look,
I
Savage Joy.
have a long history as far as first being diagnosed manic
They
depressive
probably
bipolar when I
ban that one too.
and so
Yeah,
I
that one's
went through I think normal prescription and therapy as far
Oh, that's
as
beautiful.
trying to manage it. I got to, and this was like
And let's go to
25 years, got to a point where it was more harmful than it was beneficial. So I decided to kind of take it into my own hands, as far as figuring out what worked best for me. And so from that, I was able to, uh,
Bleeding the truth.
honestly,
Bleeding the truth.
exercise and nutrition has been a big part of me being able to manage that. So as far as on the spectrum of mental health goes, I feel very lucky that I seem to be on the lighter end, but I have several friends who are and family members who are on the more severe end. And my personal experience with them has been uh, dealing with some of their episodes. And so whether it has been, threats of suicide, or whether it's been medication, and it being detrimental, and then trying to get them back on, I've found that yeah, everybody has their own limit, their own need. And
Individual.
when there are people who don't have access to, whether it's medication, or whether it's just therapy, talking and figuring out and gaining tools of how to manage their condition, they need support. And if they're not financially able to, then they just have to deal with it, and life is harder, is what I've seen. And so that's one of the reasons why I fully believe that Medicare for All is essential for mental health, because that way it's not an option. Uh, it's a guarantee. It's it's medication, whether it's therapy, whether it's certain tools that they use, like there's DBT and whatever. So yeah, I definitely see the need for it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you touch on the monetary aspect of it, and it's like, I know from someone who became disabled unexpectedly 2 years ago, it's like you go through such depression and anxiety, and you're like, okay, so I really feel like I need a therapist, but if I do that and I have even more charge card debt, then, and even with insurance I have, then I'm going to be even more depressed. So what do I do?
Right.
I mean, it's a hostage
What do I do?
situation. You have to
What do I
weigh
do? What do
which
I
is
do?
best for me. And a lot of times you just say, I can't afford it, and you
Right.
just try to cope other ways.
Right.
Dr. McCrae, you bring up a really great point that I want people to kind of understand, that there are two kind of like types of depression. There is clinical depression, but there is also depression situationally. Like,
Yeah.
we see, you're right, with the with wars, with COVID, you see just the amount of even defeatism, depression, anxiety. So can you touch more on that, the way that our society impacts our mental health?
Oh my goodness. They're interwoven.
Hmm.
They're so interwoven as far as society. It's almost mental health is also a public health issue as well. So
Mhm.
whether or not it's dealing with pandemics, or whether or not it's dealing with just the stress of poverty, these things also bring on depression as well. And some people live in.
And that's why you cannot trust the Medicare for All March people, yeah? I'm telling you dead truth, yeah? It's just they just want stuff for themselves. They do not care to listen to you. They do not care to, they don't care about your sacrifice. They are not willing to share the spot, right? They just move in and they just kick you off. And it's fucking bullshit, yeah? These people are not saviors. You're gonna see, these people abound on the left. And with their, actually, Martin Luther King called them, what did he call them again? He called them white liberals. He said that a lot of times they're more problematic, that, actually just as scary as the Ku Klux Klan, honestly. It's not cool at all. With their self-righteousness, they justify an eternal unequal situation where they always, right, their words are worth more than mine, right? Doesn't matter what I've accomplished, what I've achieved, they're always worth more than me until they get to their promised land of equality, which is never going to happen for these people. They do not live that struggle. They only talk about it. It's complete bullshit. What am I looking for right here? These people. Medicare for all. They're so exclusionary. It's disgusting, really. It is fucking disgusting. I can't even talk to them on my regular stream, yeah. Yeah, anyways. Let's go. Okay, are they still on? Yeah, let's see.
Part the people behind
They got
Purpose
their pretty white
First.
boys.
And you both deal with cannabis and helping veterans with PTSD. So can you just kind of, at first, just kind of touch on what your organization does?
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much. So my name's Gregor. This is Austin right here. So we started Purpose First just over a year ago, although we've been planning it for over 3 years. We moved to San Diego, and we moved to San Diego specifically because of the veteran population down here. It is #1 all of America as far as
They don't have
populated
to answer
cities
for their
for
racism, right? Yeah. These women never have to answer for racism. They're allowed to just be straight up fucking as racist as they want to be. It's total bullshit. As racist as they want to be. Yeah, we all know how women treat like Asian men. It's fucking. You don't want us. You don't want your fucking pretty boy in this nice rich ass fucking house. You know what I mean? Fuck that guy. Yo, Medicare for all. Yo, you're gonna find a way to exclude us. It's fucking garbage, yeah? We do not, Medicare for all. Do not trust these people, yeah? If you're an actual poor person, look at who they have on Lee Camp and shit like that. The dude never did any work. They are disgusted by people who actually do groundwork. They are disgusted by the people who actually like get their hands dirty. They want to be, right? Look at them. Their nice clothes, their books and shit, you know what I mean? They want to live in their elite little fucking pampered ass fucking armchair society, right? And let dirtballs like us do all the work and disrespect us and not even let us have any voice or, participation in the matter, right? We don't get to tell them how the system's broken. They know how the system's broken, so they're gonna fix it for us. Yeah, right. Get your shit out of here. Medicare for all. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's bunk. It doesn't have to be, but the people running it are super arrogant and they don't give a fuck about you.